Good morning, everyone. Chris Gallagher here of the Preacher's Pen. Glad that you are with us. Thank you for being here. This is our Motivational Monday Thought on the Preacher's Pen. This was planned to be at 9:15. We had some folks stop by the house because there has been just a tad bit of an internet issue happening at the Gallagher household, but we are glad that you're able to be with us. I want to ask you a quick question as you go throughout your Monday and really the rest of your week. The question I want to ask you is this: who can you get in contact with today to make a difference for tomorrow? Each and every one of us, we love contact with people, whether it's on social media, even though people are trending away from that right now, but whether it's on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, we love personal messages. In fact, we still like getting mail. We still like having somebody to send us a letter because it's a personal touch that makes a big difference. When I think about this, I think about John chapter 4 at the woman at the well. If you're familiar with John chapter 4, you know that there was a Samaritan woman who went out to the well in the middle of the day. It's probably my favorite account of Jesus in all of the Gospel of John. This woman went out for a variety of reasons, I believe, but Jesus had an encounter with her. You know, it's pretty interesting when we start to visit with somebody or we start to talk with somebody. Because what we do is we build our relationships and we're able to make a connection. I find it amusing, and at the same way, I find it fascinating that we love part of the human experience of talking with people. Whether we're talking about ourselves or we're talking about others, we still love to get to know one another. Even introverts, they claim to be all about being quiet and being reserved in themselves. They still like this human interaction. It reminds me of the story of Jerry Rice. If you're not familiar with Jerry Rice was a wide receiver for the San Francisco 49ers, considered to be the best wide receiver of all time. And if memory serves me correctly, he still holds the records for wide receivers for the number of receptions and catches and touchdowns, and actually, I think, still holds the record for the number of points scored without the position of kicker. Kickers score a lot of points, and I think that if you take the kickers out of the mix, then Jerry Rice receives the award for having the most points in the NFL. Quite fascinating because Jerry Rice came from Starkville, Mississippi, and he actually attended a college or a university called Mississippi Valley State University, MVSU, I believe. And when was asked how come he did not go to all these big colleges that were recruiting him, such as UCLA and these other big schools, he said it came down to this. He said all the big schools would send me letters, or they would send me a bunch of information, or they would even maybe call and tell me how much that they wanted me, but none of them actually spent time to visit with me. See, that makes a difference. We can call somebody and not necessarily visit with them. We can send somebody a card and not necessarily visit with them. We can be all about wanting them to be on our side, but yet we don't listen to them. We don't open up our hearts to what they have to say. The same can be true in every aspect of life, but especially in our fellowship with our brothers and sisters in Christ. I would encourage you today to ask yourself this question: who can I contact? And the reason I say contact is because with the COVID-19 regulations and restrictions right now, it becomes pretty difficult, and we want to make sure that we're not spreading something to someone else that they don't need to get. But in doing so, we can still reach out. We can make that phone call. We can send that text message. We can reach out to them, and who knows? Maybe they will be a Jerry Rice, but in a spiritual sense. Maybe we can contact them, and we can also pray for them, and we can hope that they are able to achieve their full potential. Because remember the woman at the well? Everybody overlooked her, but Jesus spent time with her. As a result, in John chapter 4, if you go back and you'll read that account, that woman went to her village, she went to her town, And she told them, "You have to meet the man who told me everything about me." Jesus did so out of his compassion, out of his concern for the woman, not because of his own spirituality, but he did so because of the woman, because he cared about her. Do we care about others enough to reach out to them, to make sure that they're spiritually okay, to make sure they're spiritually all right? Who can you contact today? Once again, with the restrictions of COVID-19, we can still reach out, whether through Facebook, whether through a phone call, or whether through a text message, or maybe even a handwritten card, to let them know that we care about them and that we can be an encouragement to them. I hope this morning that you will be encouraged on this Monday to live the Monday that you will have once in a lifetime. But I hope that you have a blessed day, and I look forward to talking to you soon. If we don't see each other between now and next time, we'll pray for one another, and we will hope and we will pray to meet each other once this life is over. But thanks for being here. My name is Chris Gallagher. Thanks for being part of the Preacher's Pen, and you have a blessed day.